Good morning to all of you. Today I'm going to demonstrate you about the Episense. It is a comprehensive epidemiology and biostatistics software specifically designed for the beginners in the field of public health and medicine. And so in this Episense, there are total 12 modules. So that includes research design, tools and stat concept visualization, sample size calculation, biostatistical test, basic data visualization, different parameters for different screening test, basic machine learning concepts, and visualization of different machine learning model, and data collection and geospatial mapping, mathematical modeling for infectious disease epidemiology, and language translation to all Indian languages for different health related research, and then also to qualitative research and fundamental analysis, and also to the scientific way for referencing. So today I'm going to introduce to describe the first module, so which is the research design tool. So in the research design tool, so there are different submodules. So that includes random number generator, concept of randomizations, matching, sampling, epidemiological different research type understanding, type of different biases, mediation and moderation effect, and try to understand the from association to causation based on Bradford Hill criteria. So in the random number generation module, you can get or you can able to generate different random number from any number between minimum to maximum and the number of and the count. So if I want to generate between 1 to 1050 random number, so we can also get the intuition for with or without replacement concept. And if I want to generate in the fixed random number every time, so I have to seed a fixed seed. Otherwise, it will give the different random number in every click. So if I use with replacement, so you will get it with replacement. So if I use a seed, so then you can get that fixed random number every time. So every time you will get that fixed random number. So if I just remove the seed, so we'll get a random number every time. So then come to the second one, that is randomization. So in the randomization concept, you can select total number of sample size, and then number of groups you required, and also you can specify the number of name of that label of the particular groups, intervention, controller, something, anything else. So then you can get the sample, simple randomization with concept and how it is there, and then you can also download that entire thing, entire numbers and in which group they are assigned, so that you can use for your study. Then come to the block randomization concept. Then come to the in the similar way in the stratified randomization concept, then cluster randomization, and then also the adaptive randomization. So everything, whatever is generated here, you can also get it downloaded in the CSV file so that you can use it into your research. So then come to the concept of matching. So matching again, you have to first specify the number of case to match, and then you can select the pair matching, then you can select the frequency matching, then you can based on your research design, the propensity score matching, then calipers matching, and then you can also download that same thing. So you can get it downloaded and you can use that the other thing from for your research. Then come to the concept of sampling. So you can get to know that different type of sampling techniques. So probability sampling, non-probability sampling. Within the probability sampling, you can get the concept of simple random sampling. You have to specify the number of population size and the sample required, and then systematic sampling, and then stratified sampling, and then concept of cluster sampling, and then concept of multi-stage sampling. So in the multi-stage sampling, so you can select the number of state that is randomly selected, then number of district within that state. So these are all number coded, and then the block within that stage, and you can also select go up to the household. So all that entire thing from the state, district, block, and household level, everything you can download it in the CSV file, and it is entirely randomly generated step by step, and accordingly you can select. Then go to the non-probability based sampling. So you can get that idea non-probability based sampling like convenience sampling, then purposive sampling, and then quota sampling and snowball sampling. So you have to select purpose the population size and then sample size, and you have to select that from the purposive sampling like that. So then quota sampling, and then snowball sampling. So all that thing also you can download and you can use the same numbers for your study. So now come to the epidemiological research type. So within that, you can understand that what is different observational study type and their risk of bias, and different key concept and some real world example. And then come to the experimental study, what is RCT, and some their bias, and then some risk and some example. And then come to the interesting thing, that is systematic review and meta-analysis. You can get to know or get an idea of what is systematic review, and then what is its next step for the meta-analysis, and then what is Prisma protocol. And you can also generate a real Prisma protocol based on that the study selected, number of selected, and you can also include that also previous some study you have done earlier, systematic review, or you can also different other methods. So as part of the protocol, you can generate this the Prisma flow diagram, and accordingly, and you can download that entire picture. You can use it for your research. So it is a publication quality picture as per the guideline. Then come to the understanding of forest plot from the meta-analysis, and then you can also get to idea of the funnel plot. And the new thing which is introduced, that is the you can also generate a real forest plot. So you have to put into the either select hazard ratio, odds ratio, or risk ratio, and the which type of model you want to, so random model or fixed model. So based on that, then you can have to put the study. So who is so what is the study name, so then who is the author, so then the year of publications, and then the how the hazard ratio, or that is the effect size estimate, and their low and high score, and the weightage given. And based on that, we can calculate the pool estimate, and you can get that, generate the forest plot, and you can also download that thing. So then come to the understanding of funnel plot. So within that funnel plot, so you have to give the effect size and the standard error, and based on that you can generate the funnel plot, and you can add the data point based on the numbers, and then you can also download that. And the another section which is there within that submodule, it is basically the understanding of the reporting guidelines. So there are different study and there are different reporting guideline of that study. So based on your study type, like for the observational study, it is a observational cohort case control. So for that, it is the strobe guideline. So then if it is a primary research, what is your, then it is a randomized control trial, then you have to use for the consort. So then if it is a case report, so this is a KR. So there are different type of guidelines and these things. So it is a equator network toolkit, which is a selective to identify which type of reporting format to be follow whenever you are going for publication. Then come to the next submodule is the type of different bias. So you can understand that what is selection, information, and different confounding. So within that, what is the different type of bias? So there are a few important things. It has been selected one for discussion. So information bias and then confounding. The next submodule, it has been some idea related to mediation and moderation effect. So you can intuitively understand the mediation effect and also the moderation effect, and of what is it mean with the example. You can get some idea. And then last is the Bradford Hill criteria. So different criteria including strength of association, consistency, specificity, temporality, biological gradient, biological plausibility, coherence, experiment, analogy. So these are the things described in a very systematic and in a comprehensive manner. So this tool will give you a comprehensive idea to have some understanding and research tool design. So the next module we will discuss about the different statistical concept visualization, and subsequent modules. So 12 modules will be there to describe all that entire efficiency, biostatistics, and epidemiology software. So thank you for everyone.